Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Tiffany Colors. My name's Tiffany. In today's video, I thought I would show you how I'm working in Annee Day, Soft Living Coloring Book by Morgan Obrien. I'm sure many of you have seen this book out there. I just love this book. It's so adorable. So I'll show you the page I've been working on. And it's this page here. So she's out in her, looks like greenhouse with her flowers. I've already based it with alcohol marker because, as you know, if you've been on my channel for a while, that's what I love to do. I love to base with... Oh no, I just noticed I ruined the page behind. So I thought I had put the blotter page here. I didn't. I put the blotter page here. Oh no, what am I going to do? That's awful. Well, that's going to have to be in some dark colors to kind of get rid of that. I can't believe I did that. Well, guys, have this be a lesson. Make sure you are putting your blotter page on the right, behind the right page you're coloring on. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it. Let it go. Just let it go. Anyway, so I based this all with my alcohol markers. I used a combination of Taotree and Copics. I do have a few Copic colors that I really love. Like this brown is a Copic. Her milky white area is a Copic. This is a Copic. I mean, a lot of these are Copics. I think I did her apron in Taotree. Anyway, I have a small curated set of colors that I absolutely love in Copics, and then I'm getting their refills. And I feel like, for me, that's a better economical way instead of constantly buying alcohol markers and then throwing them out. Because Copics you can refill. I do know that Ohuhu, I think you can refill now too, which is good. But anyway, I just love the colors in Copics. They just have such pretty, pretty colors. So, I gave her a pattern. I had to go to Pinterest. When I first saw this page to color, I was like, oh my God, it looks way too busy. How am I going to do this? So I always go to Pinterest and scroll through. I think I had put in flower shop illustration. I always like to use the word illustration when I'm searching on Pinterest because I feel like those show me like drawings or paintings versus real life images, which you can use real life images, but I prefer the illustration part because it's more brighter colors. I don't know, just to me, I feel like I can see myself doing those versus the more realistic pictures. So anyway, I put that in Pinterest and I had a couple of pictures pop up, which I will showcase both of them right here. The first one I'm going to show you is of the girls on a picnic, and I loved the dress of the one on the right. She has kind of a teal blue dress on with some flowers, and I really liked her dress. So that's why I came in and drew in my own flowers with a pencil. And then I did use some fine liners because it is such small details, and went over it with some fine liners. And then the next picture I want to show you is of a flower shop. And I loved all the colors of all the flowers around the building and the woman standing out front. So I took those colors. So it's like pink, red, blue, yellow, purple, and green. So I had 6 colors. And then I brought it into the page and just kind of randomly went around the page trying to make sure I had even amounts of color in all areas. Obviously, all the green parts, I did green like for the leaves and the stems. But I tried to add like the darker pink, which is actually going to be more redder once I get my colored pencils on top. I tried to even those out, try to put a little bit of blue in each area, purple in each area, and then yellow sprinkled out too, to try to kind of keep it balanced. If I had done just a solid blob of red here and a solid blob of blue here, it wouldn't have balanced out as good. So when you're looking at a busy page, that's what I would focus on, is where can I balance out? Where can I put a little bit of color in each area to balance out the whole page? And then I knew that this was all window, but I wanted it to be a different shade of blue than, say, this blue here in my flower. So this is more of a sky blue. And then I also put some gray because I figured if she is in a greenhouse, there's going to be some gray metal pieces like in the frame and on the outside. And then she probably has some wooden benches. So that's why I did those in brown, which is a little warmer brown than her coloring. I didn't want to do the same brown. And then we got this cute little guy here, which I did not know what to color him, but I did him kind of in a redder brown, a darker redder brown. And then for the pots, I just kind of did, I'm going to like some terracotta, some maybe yellow metal, and there was a deeper color there to kind of balance out him here. These are both of the same color. So again, I brought in this color over here to balance out the page. So yeah, this is how I always start my coloring process. I try to find pictures on Pinterest, or you can even just Google pictures. And then, because it's really hard to just start coloring a page, I kind of like to have some sort of something to go by, some sort of inspiration that sparks my interest. And Pinterest is probably one of my favorite ways to go about doing that. This literally, I based this whole thing while sitting, drinking my coffee in the morning. So maybe an hour it took me to do this. And then I have the day off today, so that's why I'm continuing to do, I thought I'd come on and film some of the shading. I'm not going to get all of it done with colored pencil. But then like in the evening, when I'm done with my day, I'll sit down and pull out my colored pencils, and that's when I'll start the shading. And it does go quite quickly with this type of coloring process. So anyway, I think that's enough explaining. I've got my supplies, I've got my color chart book, and I thought I'd use my beloved Arrtx Colored pencils. I just love these pencils. I love the colors that they have. They're kind of close to, I also own Prismacolors, but Prismacolors are really soft. And so I feel like Prismacolors are better for bigger spaces for me. When I'm doing tiny little detailed spaces, I like to use these because they keep a finer point, but they still are blendable and they still shade really well. And I just love the array of colors that, yeah, this set has. So I've got that. I've also got my Derwent electric eraser, which comes in handy if I make any mistakes with my colored pencils. I got my makeup brush that I picked up at the Dollar Tree to swoosh away any little dust particles. And then this is my favorite sharpener, which I just get for $5 at Walmart. It is battery operated. You just put it in a couple of AA batteries. And yeah, I've had this one forever. I think I'm on my, I have two. So I have one up here on my desk and then one downstairs by the couch. And they've lasted a really long time. So, but for $5, no big deal. If it dies, I can always go get another one. All right, so for today, I thought we would start with her fur. And so let's see. I always like to look back at what I've done before. So I'll show you a page I did in the past, which is this cozy little rain scene. And you can see I did like a darker brown over the lighter brown. So let's see if we can find a pretty shade of brown. Like I really like this dark umber here. Sienna brown is nice, but I don't think it'll be dark enough. So let's go with burnt umber. Okay, let's see. Where is my burnt umber? There's dark brown. Oh, burnt umber. There we are. All right, so I'm going to sharpen it. I'm going to put you guys on pause just a second so you don't have to hear the sharpening noise. Okay. So I kind of just come in to the edges. I'll do a little darker, like under her bow is probably a little bit darker. And then I'll fade out. Come under here. And this is a good time if you see any spots that look a little blotchy from the alcohol marker, you can easily cover it up with a little darker colored pencil. And I feel like I want to find a brown just to blend it that's a little bit lighter. So we are going to pick the sienna brown as well. which I'm kind of sad my sienna brown is getting so short. Oh, no, wait, that's my burnt ochre. Where's my sienna? Oh, here's my sienna brown. That's getting pretty short too. So then we're going to come in and just light pressure blend out that darker piece. And it kind of just blends right in. You can go right over your darker color. And then again, come in with a little bit of dark. So I kind of go back and forth. Just doing, I'm not doing real heavy pressure, but it's just kind of medium pressure, I would say. Just to lay some color down. And then fan out to a lighter pressure. And it does take some practice to get used to doing that, to blending it into the alcohol marker. But really, it's such a quick and easy way to do it. So you're not spending all your time constantly trying to lay down colored pencil. Okay, I feel the need to sharpen this pencil. So again, I'm going to put you guys on pause. Okay, see how what a nice sharp point that pencil sharpener does? I just have to be careful that I don't break that sharp point, so I got to use it very lightly. I'm going to come in with a little bit darker under here to really showcase that shadow under her bang area. Maybe over here. Basically, I just kind of outline the image a little bit, and I think that looks nice. I don't worry about where the light's coming in. I might probably put a little bit of yellow on the top in case there was like some sun shining in, but I almost want to say this might be an overcast day with that color blue that I use, so I don't think I will be. Sometimes I'll take a yellow colored pencil and just put in some highlights with a yellow color, and it works amazingly well on top of the alcohol marker. That's why I kind of like, I don't use really dark alcohol markers as a base so that I can build up color with my colored pencils. And I feel like that's what makes a coloring page really stand out, is when you have really dark bits and some really fading out to some really lighter parts. That's just my opinion though. Doesn't mean you have to do any of this. It's just what I like to do. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but my marker bled over the line here, which is why I made her sleeve here a little pink. And I'll just come in with a dark pink and fade up, and that will cover in that little spot there. So that's why I like to also use my colored pencils on the edges, because it will kind of cover up any parts of the page that the marker might have bled over the line, especially when it's thinner lines. Okay, so now I want to come in with kind of a cream color. So let's see what we have for a beige or a cream. Oh, we do have that beige. What else do we have? Bavarian cream, but that's a little too light. Camel. No, I don't like that. I think we're going to go with the beige. All right, let's try the beige. Is this beige? Nope. Where is my beige? So we got this beige. And pause you again so I can sharpen. Sorry, guys. Okay. Probably should have made sure my colored pencils were sharpened before I did this. All right, so then this color, I'm just going to come in and kind of go over the line that I had where the two colors met. I will say, when you're doing your alcohol work, you want to blend light to dark. So I usually put down my light first and kind of do light strokes to where I know I'm going to put the dark colors. And then that way it kind of blends a little easier. It's harder to blend when you've done your dark and then you're trying to push in your light, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, I also want to put some pink in her cheeks. So we're going to use this really pale peach puff, it's called, but it's like a really pale pink. And I'm just doing light pressure. I'm going to come in here and give her some pink on her cheeks. There, bring in my beige. We're going to go under her nose. The color of her nose is actually a Copic marker E04, I think. But the equivalent for that, if you have Prismacolors, or no, if you have Ohuhu, would be lipstick neutral, I think it is. So that's what the same color of this kind of terracotta, but I like to use that for her nose. I think it looks cute. And then I'll sometimes take my lightest color and just go over some of the darker pieces just to burnish in so you don't see any white parts of the paper. So yeah, I really like how she's coming along. So what are you guys working on right now? I love these small little colorings, these cute cozy colorings. I don't think this book is considered cute cozy, but I have been really enjoying those cute cozy coloring books because they're smaller pages and they don't take you nearly as long as some of the big, more detailed pages. I just think these little characters are absolutely adorable. Here it is. Today is Wednesday, February 5th, I think, or 6th. I don't know. Anyway, I feel like I'm behind on my coloring already this month, which I shouldn't. It's only the beginning of the month, but I think I've only really completed like one page so far. So I feel like I really need to get going. Okay, now we're going to go up to her ears. We're going to use that same brown we used earlier for her fur. Kind of come around. Lighter brown. And maybe a little bit of beige just to blend. There. So we got her fur all done. Now I think I want to tackle the dress. Okay, so the picture that I saw on Pinterest, this dress, even though it looks pretty bright blue, was more of a aqua turquoise color. So I think I'm going to come in with this peacock blue and fade that out. I'm just going to go where her folds are and maybe under her pocket. We will see how that works out. That jade blue's pretty too. I'm going to pick these three colors here. So peacock, light aqua, and jade blue. And we'll see which ones look the best. Oh, where's peacock? Let me see if I can look in the light ocean, parrot, turquoise. Why can I never find the color I'm looking for? Oh, there it is. It's right with the other ones. Jeez, I'm crow. Okay. Okay, pausing you again. I need to sharpen. Sorry. Okay. Wipe all those little pieces away. Okay, so we're going to start with my darkest color first, which is the peacock blue. And I'm not going to worry about the little flowers right now. I am going to darken those in a bit with a colored pencil. Maybe kind of under here, just kind of fade out. Maybe make it look like there's more folds in her dress. I'll come in, make it look like come under her pocket. Okay, now I'm going to come in with my next shade and kind of just go over those same spots and blend out a little bit more. Remember, we want to leave some of the marker base underneath because those are our highlight spots. Sometimes by bringing in another color just makes it that much more interesting, even though it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of difference. All right, now what about this color here? Yeah, that just doesn't really do anything. If anything, this lightest color helps get rid of any white space that might still be underneath. Not white space, but the texture of the colored pencil. It kind of burnishes, there we go, a little bit more with this lighter color. All right, I like how that's looking. Now we're going to come in with a pink color, and I want to do a deeper pink because we've got that peach, what's this one? Peach Puff, which is there, which is a really light pink. I want to come in with a deeper pink, like Baker Miller pink. Okay. Excuse me. Let's see. Baker Miller pink. This is a nice bright pink. Oh, no, there's enough of a... All right, so since this pink is the same pink as her sleeve, I'm going to start with her sleeve first. Ooh, this is a little spongy. I must have a broken piece underneath, so we're just going to do that and then come in here. I think for her ears, I'm going to do a different pink. We'll see. I'm just going to go to one corner of each of these petals or flowers on her dress, just to give it a little bit of dimension. Like that. And then we need a purple. So I think I'm going to come in with lilac. And just do each side of those purple flowers. And then I want a darker purple for her bow here and her bow here. So, oh, I missed a couple of flowers. I think I want to do, violet blue. Okay, let's find violet blue. Here it is. And then just go into the tight spots where I think it might be darker and fade out. Then we'll use our lilac to kind of burnish and fade out. Getting the glare from the light a little bit. All right, she's looking good. All right, next I want to do her ear, and then we're going to tackle her shirt. So for her ear, what did I do last time? Oh yeah, I just put a little bit of pink and faded it down. So I don't think I had done all the pink inside of her ear last time. Yeah, that's probably a little too pink. All right, let's see. We're going to use these two pinks. I'm going to do... Ooh, hopefully this doesn't break on me. It's already getting pretty short, so I'm going to fade that down. I'll have to try and remember. I should write down the color combination for her Annee Day, so I know what I'm doing. I just immediately took pink and put it in her ears when it really should have been this beige color inside of her ears, but that's okay. She's having a pink kind of day. Okay. And then, oh yeah, her shirt. So her shirt, I left white for a reason, but I want to add some shadow. So we're going to look at our grays. This is where we're going to bring in some gray colored pencils. And I feel like I want to do warm gray. So we got this warm gray, 20%. Yeah, the only problem with this Arrtx is they go from 20% right up to 50%. There's no 30%. So we're going to use that one, and then we're going to use the camel. So I'm going to use those two together. We're going to see how that looks for her shirts. So let me find 20% warm gray. Right here. And then camel, I think it's this one. Yep, and a camel. And we need to sharpen these, so I'm going to pause you again. Okay, so this is the camel color is my darker color. So I'm going to go into the corners and fade out, go under her little collar here, because there's probably some dark parts there. And then here by her neck. You know what? I'm going to put a little right there too, because I bled over the line with that blue. And then we're going to go here and probably like right here. Okay, now we're going to take our 20% gray and we're just going to go right over it and then fade it out so it blends in with the white. There. Now it just looks, well, it kind of looks like she's wearing a dirty shirt. Maybe I shouldn't have done that camel color. Oh well, she is in her greenhouse, so I probably should have just stuck to the gray. See, live and learn. But anyway, I still like the way that looks. I mean, at least it gives some dimension to her shirt. No, I don't think I usually give her any eye color, do I? Oh yeah, I do. I put a little blue around there. Okay, so we're going to take this light aqua and just kind of outline around the black a little bit to give her some color to her eyes. And then if I've got my white gel pen up here, I think I do, a white gel pen, I'll show you where I put the highlights on her. So I've got this number 8 white gel pen. Let me just make sure it's working. Yep. All right, so we're going to have a highlight here, right? Maybe on her bangs. And then on her bow, we're going to add a highlight. And on the top of her ear. Let's see, for her dress. Oh, right here on her bow. And I also like to do like little white dots just to add a little bit of interest. I just kind of randomly pick a corner and put some white dots in. Usually in the darker spaces, because then the white pops a little bit more. Just probably a little bit of a, and like to show the folds of the dress a little bit. This gel pen is kind of starting to, oh yeah, her nose. We got to put a little bit on her nose. And I'm going to darken up her nose just a bit with a pink. Let me see, what pink do I want to use? I have a salmon color, dark salmon. I think this would be good. Hold on, I got to sharpen it. All right. Just to darken the edge a little bit. Where's my brush? Well, there, so we finished her. At least you see how I color my Annee Day. Oh, her eyes. We got to do, I always do a big dot in the middle and then like 2 dots on the side. Like that. There. There's our Annee Day. Doesn't she look so cute? So then I'll just come in and darken any of the stuff around her in the window. And I'll put, at the end of this video, I'll put the completed page so you get to see what the whole picture ended up looking like. And yeah, thanks so guys for watching and seeing how I color over marker with my colored pencils. I'll link all the products I used in the description below so you can find it easily. But thanks so much guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.